Would you buy a cheaper foldable? That might be what Samsung are banking on when they launch their next Fold series later on this year. Daniel here from SamMobile TV. Today we're going to discuss what a cheaper Galaxy Z Fold could look like when it launches into Samsung's lineup. Let's take a bit of a closer look at what this could be. A Z Fold, since it's launched, has been a premium high-end device. That's been a bit problematic because some people are automatically priced out of it the moment it hit the shelves. Especially here in Australia, it launched at 3,000 Australian dollars straight away. Of course, multiple generations have launched since, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5, but realistically Samsung has only been able to reduce the price in Australia by $500, starting at $2,499 for the last couple of generations, and I think it even went up a bit this year for this one. That has put it at the top echelon of the Samsung lineup. So what would making a cheaper one actually do to the perception of quality that this thing has? First of all, there's a lot of rumors about potentially what it could look like. And it's not about what it will have, it's more about what it won't have compared to what the top end one currently does. First one you can probably be an absolute given is no S Pen support. That's definitely something that you see a lot of, and I would 100% back that idea because I don't necessarily think a cheaper Fold needs S Pen support. The whole purpose is to get people into the foldable space, not necessarily giving them luxuries that they would get if they spent a bit more. Other things that have been spoken about is a lower powered processor, which I'll cover and get to that in a moment, and a less capable battery. Again, get to that in a moment. Regarding the display, a lot of people are talking about a lower refresh rate and then a lower resolution. I'm not sure you really can do a lower resolution. I mean, the front display is already HD plus, so I don't know where they would go lower with that, and the internal display doesn't have any resolution differences. So again, I think we'll probably see high refresh rate and also the same resolution as what is currently here, because I think that just makes sense from a usability standpoint. But what you might not see is an under display camera. You might just get a regular hole punch. Some people might just say ditch the selfie camera on the inside altogether. To those people, I would say no. Keep that selfie camera because the whole purpose is you can take video calls on that massive internal screen. So hopefully it goes nowhere, just in a different form. Regarding processor, I think Samsung might end up settling on a previous gen, so like an 8 Gen 2 or heaven forbid an Exynos, because that would at least still be a flagship capable, and being a foldable with all of the software that you need to do the transitions from cover display to internal display and back again, and all the multitasking, you still need something capable. And the 8 Gen 2 for Galaxy has proved itself very capable indeed, so I wouldn't be against a cheaper foldable using that last year's chipset. Even if it wasn't the 4 Galaxy moniker, I still think it would be good enough for what the whole purpose of it would be. Samsung also have a history with the FE models of S series of using a flagship chipset. So I don't think you'll see a mid-range chipset in here like they've been using in the A series, for example. Where you can expect to take a bit of a hit is the rear cameras. I don't think it'll be drastic, but if we look at the Fan Edition as a reference point, whilst the main camera has been the same as the S series of that generation of that year, the ultra-wide and the 3x telephoto have certainly been degraded. Ultra-wide sensor is nowhere near the same, and the 3x telephoto has been an 8 megapixel versus a 10, and definitely not as capable as the flagship counterpart that it sits alongside. Other than that, I don't think you could expect to take a hit on things like the hinge. I think durability will still be a concern for a lot of people, so they can't afford to miss that detail of having a durable hinge and allowing people to have the confidence to buy a foldable even though it's going to be a bit cheaper, because that's where it's going to win, on the price. A lot of rumors saying sub 1,000 US dollars, which is wild for a foldable. The first one, when that launched, considering what it was and what we know it foldables to be now, people paid for it back then. So if you can get the price sub and it's better than that, you'll have a lot of happy people. The question is, why would Samsung be doing this? Like the point I made at the top, Folds are a premium high-end phone. It's now got the moniker of being the premium flagship in Samsung's range. Whilst a lot of the S series gets the attention, and a lot of people look to that at the start of the year to launchpad Samsung's year, the Fold sits atop of the tree. It's the ultra premium, ultra high-end flagship. But as I stated Whilst the price has taken a step down a little bit, it's flatlined for the past few generations, if gone up a little bit in some markets. And the reason for that is components aren't getting cheaper. The cost of innovation and research and development hasn't come down for this category yet. So there might be that little bit longer to wait before the higher end version of these things can make their price lower. What Samsung need to do, and the reason why this is probably being considered, is to bring more people into the foldable category. Make no mistake about it, this is where Samsung see the future of smartphones going. So they need more people to adopt this technology so they can have a base of customers to launch from when the price starts coming down and the technology starts getting even better again. Parallel to all this happening too, is there are lots of competitors that are putting heaps of pressure on Samsung's foldable market share. Samsung, whilst they are still atop of the tree in pretty much most of the markets where foldables are sold, that pressure is coming left, right, and straight at them from brands like OnePlus, Xiaomi, and Vivo, where the technology is just getting crazy good. They're innovating hardware at a rapid pace, but the experience is still where Samsung is winning, but they've got to be careful. There's also rumors of the Ultra launching as well, which is definitely my speed. I'm looking forward to having these cameras and this S Pen all about the foldable. We're not sure what that looks like or even when that's dropping. So until then, this is the peak. Samsung may bring something in just underneath. What do you all think? Let me know in the comments below if you would consider a cheaper foldable, or are you waiting for that Ultra like me? I think that's where Samsung are really going to push everything into at some point to maybe make room as well for that lower end foldable to come past. I know which one I'm waiting for. Thanks for stopping by SamMobile TV. We're going to try and bring some more opinion-based content to you, sort of talk about the future direction of Samsung. If there's anything you'd like covered, drop it down in the comments below because we may consider it. Also check out our website. There's a lot of extra stuff on there that sort of runs parallel to what we're trying to do here on the channel. Hit subscribe if this is what you're about. Go check out our website, like I said, and come and follow us on all of our socials because we're everywhere. But we'll see you next time. Thanks.